And we are joined now by the CEO and sporting director of Vancouver Whitecaps FC. The record says that Axel Schuster is 53 years old, but he was telling us he feels a little bit older
75
than that.
now. 75 officially.
Saturday's match. How are you, Axel?
I'm doing well, actually. It's a great week. It's a great moment to be here at the Whitecaps and work for the Whitecaps, although it was very nerve-wracking at the weekend. But with that outcome, I take all of it.
Yeah, congratulations. How did it feel watching the proceedings from your vantage point?
You know, it was a roller coaster for everyone in the stadium, including me. And the first half was excellent, and I can only say the best things about Jesper, how he prepared the team with his stuff and how the players executed this. And then it's what a playoff game is, and that's the beauty of having playoffs. The opponent is changing things and playing all or nothing, because there's nothing to lose for them anymore, but a lot to lose for us. And they get this one goal. We missed this huge chance to score the third one with Tristan. That would have finished and closed the game. And then it's a glorious and very special moment from Son scoring this amazing free kick, and it needed this special moment from Son to score the 2-2 and get it in extra time. And then I have to say, and I want to be very clear here, I said that to everyone in my organization, no one has to feel sorry and no one has to say that we have been lucky in extra time, because for two reasons. We have been also very unlucky that we get a red card, we bring in a centre back, and this centre back gets an ACL injury while he tries to save his team. So we had to play with two men down. And then there's a German saying that you have to work hard to deserve luck, and we definitely have done that. So I think it was luck and unluck was balanced, and so we deserve to get into the penalty shootout, and credit to the team to have that nerves and to execute that so well.
We, not the first time BC Place has been packed with 50,000 plus this year, Axel, but as Thomas Müller told us last week, you know, this time it's for us as opposed for Lionel Messi. What did it mean to you to see 54,000 in the building on Saturday night?
You know, it means a lot. I mean, every little thing means a lot right now. The attention that we get, the amount of people that are connecting with us, the amount of good wishes that I got in the city, walking through the city, and then to see how quickly the stadium has been sold out. We had already sold more than 35,000 before we even knew that we play at LAFC. You know, it was something we were dreaming of from the first day I'm here, to rebuild this, to rebuild our reputation, to rebuild the excitement for this club. I know that this level, a similar level, some more excitement has been there long before my time. And I had always this belief that you can convince those people to come back. And I have said over the years, we have to consistently do a good job, and we have to be exciting, and we have to give everyone no reason not to show up. And to see that now happens, I would say, more consistently. We had also a very, very good crowd against Dallas already in the playoff game. We are the team with the biggest crowds in this playoff run. And if we have another home game, we will be sold out again. Everyone had to start to reserve and book his tickets for a home game scenario, and we already have no capacity left. So it's electric, it feels electric, and it only feels good because we do this for the people in Vancouver, and we want that it matters for the people in Vancouver.
This is officially a deep playoff run. You know, you have unfinished business. You still want to win two more matches and win MLS Cup, but I think we can qualify this. It's the deepest your team has ever gone, but it's also just objectively, when you're into the final four teams, this is a deep playoff run. Now, when you signed Thomas Müller, did you sign him with an eye to do this season, or did you think it would be something more modest in terms of success in the playoffs this year with an eye towards next season? Did you think it would come this quickly?
You know, we have done a few things where we all look so genius afterwards, so I'm taking that, but I also want to be very honest. We are making mistakes, and we try to avoid to make too many mistakes, and we try to be more often right than wrong. You have all heard me saying, you have been on the stage, by the way, when I said when Thomas came, we wanted also to sign Thomas because we have been twice in the first round of the playoffs playing against LAFC, and we thought there was 1 inch missing. And we think that Thomas can be the key to go this inch further. So now, of course, it was exactly the scenario again. We play LFC, and it was the 1 inch that is now on our side this time. We all had a good feeling about our team. We brought in Thomas not in a broken environment. We brought him into a team that already was first in the Western Conference, had reached the Champions Cup final. And I always said that I still feel that in the second half of the season, we haven't been very often lucky. We had a lot of injuries. Some of the injuries came from the national team appearances of our players. We are still at a point yet where our team is far from 100% fit and ready. And our biggest quality is that we have this next man up, and whoever comes on does a great job, and that we stick together as a team, and that we are absolutely okay with suffering sometimes in the game, as we have done in the last 30 minutes of this game, and working hard. And for me, Andres Kuba's performance on Saturday was, I would say, outstanding, and also, I would say, the blueprint of what the Whitecaps are standing for. Somebody who is winning every single one-on-one situation and won 1 million of balls, and he doesn't even want to get the credit for it. He just sees that as the part of this job and as part of a job in this team.
We keep thinking that as your team gets a little bit healthier, that Ralph Priso has seen his last day as a center back. I think that may not be the case here now that you've got Bilal down with the unfortunate injury, and I think everybody feels for him, obviously, but with the suspension now for Tristan Blackman as well. Jesper Sorensen has his work cut out for him once again to figure out this back line.
Yeah, again, it feels like it's another additional challenge that we have, but we have managed that very well. And I have full trust in the coaching staff, in Jesper, but also in our players that we will have a team on the pitch that will compete, whoever the opponent is, and a team that will not give up for any centimeter on the pitch. We will have to see what's the best solution for all of this, how to put the team together. We have also the one or the other player who is back. Brian White was back on the pitch. That was good to see. And Goldie could play a significant amount of minutes. So we will have 11 players, and whenever we have 11, whenever we have 11 Whitecaps players on the pitch, we compete, and that's
right.
That's it. Yeah.
Apparently
well
9
done.
works too.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, you can compete with 9 as well. I'm guessing that means Jodrik Pupa or Sebastian Schonlau is going to have to play at center back, given where you're at with the red card and the injury, huh, Axel?
I stay out of that business. That's something I leave to the coaching staff, to the amount of training that we have to prepare that, what kind of tactical formation. I think first we have to wait, do we play actually? We will find out this evening who will be our opponent. Both teams have total different styles and total different approaches, and we probably then also have to see what works best from our side. But we have everyone who is playing. I mean, shouldn't forget that Tate hasn't started in the last game, and he has played in a lot of very important games for us, and we have been very successful with him. And Matthias Laborda has played centre back before and has done very well with that. So, as I said, as long as we have 11 players and can put them on the pitch, I'm not worried about us competing in the game.
Axel, I'm interested because, I mean, you came to us from Germany all those years ago. You have one of the most famous figures in all of German sport playing for you now. When you call home and talk to friends back in Germany, what are they saying? What are they noticing about everything that's happening here in Vancouver with yourself at the helm and, of course, Thomas playing so magnificently in your midfield?
They know everything what's going on, and I have to say, as soon as the game is over, there are articles in the 2 main papers in Germany. Bild News, what is the biggest newspaper in Germany, has always right away online an article of Thomas on the front page, and Kicker Sports Magazine. He just did a big interview there. people know very well what's going on. They exactly know where we are in this playoff run and what's happening. And I get a lot of messages. People reached out to ask when the cup final is. I'm not answering that because we go one step at a time. But yeah, Thomas is not only in general in this sport one of the most followed and most rewarded and known players in Germany. Obviously, he is maybe of all the active players the most famous face still, and so you can imagine that everyone gets the message there and understands what's going on here. And I can tell you that everyone in Germany is cheering for us and wants him to do well, because Thomas is a very, very liked player, because the way he is here, he was his whole career, somebody who embraces a country, a city, a club, and who is so good in everything he does also off the pitch.
We chatted with him last week on the show, and the amount of German comments that came afterwards were pretty shocking. You're right. Everybody seems to know exactly what Thomas Müller is doing here with the Whitecaps. Last question for me. With all that's going on, away from your direct employ, your main focus is, of course, on the pitch, but you have off-the-pitch responsibilities to a degree as well. How does this, do you think, affect the world of the stadium, the world of the ownership, the fact that you guys are doing what you're doing right now and putting 50,000 people in the stadium with regularity?
Yeah, look, I'm not getting tired of telling that this club is it means something to the people in Vancouver, and I think that the latest weeks and I would say, other than also the amount of people that have been in the stadium, the amount of followers, the amount of interactions we have seen also on your channels and everywhere, are proving that this club means something to the people in British Columbia. And we are a club that pulls 54,000 people into a stadium and way more in front of screens and following what we are doing. And so I think it is also the duty of a province of politicians to work with us on solutions that give us a setup that allows us to compete and to survive in our business. Because we are not asking for any unreasonable, we are not asking for any gift, we are only asking to get put into a position that allows us to compete and to be in a setup that is an average setup in this league. We don't want to have any super benefits. We want to be treated like an average club in this league gets treated, and for that we are fighting.
Hugo Lloris would like grass, by the way.
Yeah.
What did you make of his comments?
I answered this in a different way. When we played against Miami and they lost here, Lionel Messi after that gave us credit for the way we have played, and he has said that we deserve to win. I have seen Son making very positive comments about this game and how great this game was for MLS, even if they lost it. So it's okay if somebody else makes a different comment, then he has to stand up for that.
Yeah, they had 11 players upright, erect, playing the game as well. Right, Axel? Yeah. It's about competition. Great answer, sir. Marvelous. Thank you for the time. Congratulations on Saturday night. It was a huge boost to the city, a memorable night that I think few Vancouver sports fans will ever forget. Appreciate this, Axel. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.